This conference will now be recorded.
Hi friends, now we are going to discuss the market movement of 7th August 2020. First, we get into the Bank Nifty counter. Bank Nifty, this is Bank Nifty. So first is a daily chart. We'll make a look into the, let's look into the daily chart. This is the daily chart of the Bank Nifty. It's a Bank Nifty open yesterday on opened at 21,600 point and recorded a high of 21,835, low 21,435 and closes at 21,771. Okay, we'll go. It's, as far it is actually record from the bottom little bit, but a small movement compared to the previous 2 days, somewhat sideways and little movement comparatively. Okay, anyhow, you get into the intraday. First, you go to the 50-minute chart. You are observing on. This is the first candle. So previous day there was sideways. Previous 2 days the long leg doji sideways movement. This on yesterday it's on 7th. It opens in a minus note. It went further down in the first 50 minutes to the extent of 21,435. That is a day low 38. And recovered in that candle itself to the extent of by 509. That means 60 70 points recovery from the bottom. Is it? Okay, it is nearly 70 points recovery from the bottom. And next candle close and again down to the moves down and make a recovery above the first candle. So that they created some double bottom. So that it's indication of up move. Up move. It is indicate there is a oversold situation generated, so that there can be a further up move in the rest of day movement. Okay, after recovery you have to, there's a resistance at this is the previous day's way up is at this area. This is 21,600, so that you must wait for the correction. So this is the candle, this is the area. This is the candle, volume candle is the second confirmation of the correction ended. See this first candle volume is this one, and correction is here, and the second confirmation in this candle, so that you can buy here. This area, this is correction took place to the medium of the first two candles average, which is oversold region. You are supposed to take long here at around 21,550 to 60 area, and immediate recovery in this is a overbought candle above the previous day's VWAP. This is one way up and two ups. Here recorded the volume, day highest volume in this candle. First buy is here. This is the day highest volume candle volume generated. So here is the exit point. So first call is ended, and again you have to wait for the correction. Immediate correction took place. Immediate correction took place and standing above the moving average and VWAP. So yeah, you can buy somewhere in this area because it is still it is uh, it is on the channel of rising tops and bottoms. It is in the channel. Say for example, you see this. If you get into the see, you can see this. This is see this. This is some sort of channel formation like this, and you can see this. Okay, it is on the rising tops and bottoms. Okay, at the correction in this area, correction above the moving VWAP and moving RS, you can take a buying. Buying again in this area. Why this have to buy here? It is on up move. So only first top, bottom, again higher top, bottom, and buying, so that you can enter here and buying. So day high is again chance of the exit. So by the time that time is over, that's all about the bank Nifty. Any doubts of you, both of you? Okay, let's go to the other counter, and here this is the Bajaj Finance. Is a daily chart is this one. Yesterday, by Bajaj Finance opens at 3,333. Low is 3,310. Day high is 3,481. That means 481. What is this one? 481.45, and closes at 3,464. Okay. See this is one financial counter in NSE. See this previous, it is on the bull run, and a correction on over the last 2 weeks. There was a correction ended here and started again up move. See this particularly this previous 2 days there was such a formation. This is one dozy with the higher shadow, and next candle is up, small green candle. This generate the buying situation in the market. These two candles generates the buying situation particularly. So for example, okay, we'll go to the get into the intraday movement. Intraday movement is like this. Say previous 2 days was here. This is the first day. This is the day from here to here. It's a dozy formation with the higher shadow. So in that formation, there was a it generated a say this uh, twin corners formation over the day, so that uh, next day is the possibility for the higher move, up move. So next day what happened? Next day opened with the it is on 8th 6th August, opens with the positive note immediately, and mm, opens with positive note at the previous day's VWAP and moved down generate, and another candle is the higher having the higher lower shadow, the and recovery. So this is the possibility of the oversold situation generated here. So you have to wait for the correction for the rest of the day. Here this is the buying situation. This is the information, and thereafter rest of the day it moved up and closed with some correction. See this. What happened for the last previous 2 days? This is ended with the positive, ended with the twin corners. That means twin corners indicates the bull run for the thereafter the next move. Okay, next move was a bull run. Next, so that the next day I started with the neutral and moved upside. But at the close there was a correction. So keep the bull run makes intact. See that. So you go to the day chart. See here is the situation. This is the twin corner buying situation for the next day. Next day small up move and with the correction. So that indicates the next day's imminent rally. This rally is imminent for the next. That was yesterday. Okay, yesterday. So that we have to try for the intraday correction for the buying. After generating, we have to wait for the buy signal where to buy. Okay, you go to the intraday movement. So intraday movement starts intraday. It was started at 9:15. with the minus note, and further down to the 34, uh, further down to the 34 moving average, moved on the green moving average and recovered, so that it has created some sort of oversold situation. In the first candle itself, it generated the oversold situation, and continued the up move. So it's already generated the oversold situation in the form of moved down and recovered, so that you have to wait for the correction. See this correction here. So for recovery is ended here and took correction first candle, and second confirmation is here. Second confirmation finished with the, see this high and second high volume. Correction first candle is this one, red candle. It's a neutral. Again third candle is the second confirmation. After completion of this second candle above the moving average and VWAP, you are supposed to enter the long until it generates a highly overbought situation. Because why is a highly overbought situation? It is in a strong bull run. See that. How do you say it's a bull run? That last previous 2-3 candles after this rock support formation, and these two candles signifies the next day up move. See, it's a breakout almost from the previous range. So next day up move is imminent. So we have to look for the intraday's movement. Intraday, uh, confirm the buy signal is here. In this second confirmation, we bought here at the rate around 3,360 rupees, and let it go up. And here is the somewhat overbought situation, and a second confirmation is completed in this candle. This is the second confirmation completed overrun, overbought situation. Second confirmation completed here. Here you are supposed to exit and close the position. So if you bought here around this 3,360, sold at 3,450. So almost 95 points. So you can make 80 to 90 points gain in this move. That's all for Bajaj Finance for the day. Any doubts, friends? Okay, we'll go to the next counter. Next counter is a currency counter. That's US dollar. Or discussing about the US dollar here. So this is the daily chart of the US dollar. Sorry, what is this? Yes, this is the daily chart of the US dollar. US dollar started at 75 rupees 12 paisa and moved up to the 75 rupees 24 paisa and moved down to 75 rupees 4 paisa and closes at 75 rupees 11 paisa. Previous 2 days also, it's a little bit, it was trying to recover from the bottom. Okay, we'll go to the intraday movement. Actually, it was a long-legged dozy yesterday. Okay, let us see what happened, where you can find the buy signal or sell signals within the intraday situation. Okay, intraday started on at 9 a.m. with the green candle, huge volume. See, this volume of the candle is very high. For very first candle, see the recent fast. This is the highest, one of the highest volume candles here. So that it's the overbought situation almost generated because there was one VWAP here. That is the resistance point. Possible resistance is here. This overbought situation generated, and next candle is lesser volume. You can try it. This is at this high point, or because this is a eagle top is generated here. So you can if you can sell because already overbought is a huge volume and is second high is very difficult to cross this high, so that you have limited, you are confined to the high of this second candle. What is the high of this second candle? 75 rupees 22 paisa and 75 pips. Okay. And next candle is 23 paisa 75 pips. Okay. and so that you can, that is the above almost 1 paisa above the above second candle, so you can sell it around 23 or 23 off paisa. Okay, so if you okay, that is the selling point you have to, because it's already overbought zone. Previous day closed with the positive note, and next day continued the up move, and here went into the overbought, but selling is here. Why? Because second candle volume is reduced, and you have to, in the next candle above the second candle high, you are supposed to sell it above the second candle high, and sell here 23 off and wait for the correction. First candle correction is here, second it's went down to the first open, that's a big candles open, and 12.25, and they are supposed to exit here. This is already second, because this volumes are pouring after coming down, after entering the minus zone. You can exit here. You can exit. See, if you sell at 23 paisa, and this is 10 paisa, around 30, this around this 10 paisa, you can exit with the 13 paisa. 13 paisa is very good. If you trade, for example, 100 lots, you can make 13,000 profit in this trade itself. And apart from rather covering here, you can wait for the second confirmation. At this second confirmation, at the 6 paisa, 23 to 6 paisa, you see, you can make the profit of almost 13 plus 4 and 17 paisa. That's you can make simply, you can make 15,000 profit by taking 100 lots. 100 lots for the, okay. That's only the trade for the day. So here once again I tell you, first you are supposed to sell here. If you missed the chance, see, it may be difficult to take a decision here, but after coming down below the VWAP, you must here buy. This is the zero risk point. This is the about this duckling. Zero risk point is you can sell here at 75 rupees 19 paisa. Say 90 75 at this area, 17 rupees 75 rupees 19 paisa, and again you made a, so at the second confirmation you made a profit of 13 paisa. That itself is a very good profit. That is 13,000 for 100 lots. 13% is very good profit for intraday traders. Okay, any doubts about this? Hello, Sushant, are listening?
listening.
అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? దిస్ ఇస్ యుఎస్ డాలర్.
అర్థమవుతుంది.
అంటే యాక్చువల్గా ఏంటంటే ఫస్ట్ క్యాండిల్ అంత ముందు రోజు పైకి పెరిగి ఆగింది, నెక్స్ట్ డే కంటిన్యూ అయింది అప్వర్డ్ జర్నీ ఫస్ట్ క్యాండిల్ హ్యూజ్ వాల్యూమ్ అయింది కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ రెసిస్టెన్స్ పాయింట్ ఉంది కాబట్టి అక్కడ మనం సెల్ కోసం చూసుకోవాలి. బట్ ఫస్ట్ క్యాండిల్ చేయగలమా? సెకండ్ క్యాండిల్ స్మాల్ క్యాండిల్ అయింది, థర్డ్ క్యాండిల్ సెకండ్ క్యాండిల్ హై దాటినప్పుడు మనం సెల్ చేయాలి. ఒకవేళ అక్కడ మిస్ అయితే కరెక్షన్ లో వివ్యాప్ దిగినాక మళ్ళీ రికవరీ వచ్చింది కదా, వివ్యాప్ ఇక్కడ దిగింది. దిస్ ఇస్ ది వివ్యాప్, ఎల్లో లైన్ ఇస్ ద వివ్యాప్ దిగింది. రికవరీలో వివ్యాప్ దగ్గర నువ్వు అమ్ముకోవాలి. సపోజ్ సెల్ హియర్, దట్ ఇస్ ద బెస్ట్ సెల్లింగ్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ 75 rupees 19 paisa. You made a profit of 13 paisa. By the end of the second confirmation, you are supposed to exit the position here. Okay, that's all for US dollar for the day. Okay, bye. And one more thing, another counter is MCX counter. This is the crude oil. Crude oil is on the daily chart. What happened? Let us see in the daily chart. In the daily chart, it's a red candle. Previous, it is falling from the overbought situation. It was a pin bar on 8th, and the second a small dozy with this long legged dozy with the small body. And yesterday down move continued. It's a correction from the, on the daily chart. It is making some correction from the top. Okay, in intraday it's opened, the day candle it's opened 3,151 and went up to the 3165 and low recorded at 3084 and closes at 3095. Okay, what happened? Get into the intraday movement and let us discuss what happened on the intraday basis. Intraday movement, first candle opens market here for the crude oil with the 3151 and the first candle high is went up to the 3100, but it's opens in a small minus note and neutral to the previous day close. Previous day close was here at 3150 and almost 1 rupee difference. It's opened and moved up to 3155 and started moving down further. So previous day closes with the correction and continued the correction down move. So you must be just watching this down move, and here it is correction. Further fall is here, and here started the. So here what we have to see, how to look for the uh, you see it is on a correction mode. Say we discussed that it's on the daily chart. It's on the base of correction. So from the overbought candle. For second day is the need. This is third day. Third day is another further correction is possible. So that and moreover it's opened with the my neutral and move down to the negative zone. Okay, it's a smaller one. So that we have to wait for the for taking a shot. You must wait for the intraday overbought situation. Okay, let's find where is the overbought. Okay, it's on the all red candles with volumes. Red candle volumes are higher than the green candle volumes. That is the it's a moving down zone. This is the first green candle with the higher length. And next candle, next again, the red candles are dominating the volumes of the green candle, and you have to wait for another further. So so that it's require further movement where the green candles the volume dominates the red candle. See the situation has come here, and this is the green candle is higher than the red candle. This is a second confirmation and recovered to the extent of 30. This moving average. This moving average is the resistance band. They are supposed to sell here. Another way of another way for the making confirmation of the down move, end of the initiation of the down move, the trend line also you can use here. You see, this is on the so, sloping upward movement from here to here, sloping upward. Here the volume confirmation. Volumes are confirmed. The end of the see the here only the green candle ones dominated the red candle ones. So only one small candle, red candle. Rest of four candles are green candles with the higher volumes. Okay, there ended the. This can be confirmed as a intraday overbought situation in the negative market, in the falling market. That's important. In the falling market, overbought situation, you are supposed to you take a shot here. First shot is here 3148 or 49. Candle high is 52. You can take around 48, 49 itself and hold the position. Or a first down is here and the second confirmation is here at 3011. You made a profit around 50 rupees, almost 50 rupees. 160, 150 and 100, sorry, 40 rupees. You made a profit of almost 35 to 40 rupees. That's it. There you are supposed to exit. Okay, here some because of twin corner formation is developed here. You have to wait for the buying confirmation. Where is the buying confirmation? See, twin formation is here, and we have to wait for the buying confirmation. Buying confirmation for confirming the buying. See, these volumes, red candle volumes are lesser than the green candle volumes. Green candles are higher than the red candles volumes, so that you have to wait for the further down move for taking further oversold situation is necessary to make a recovery. Okay, here the situation has come in this candle, making a third bottom higher oversold zone. Okay, here ended the down move. Here you made exit here, but for buying, it is required further down move. Further oversold situation need to be generated to make a up move. Here ended the complete down move. Hereafter you have to look for the buying. So of course, this is the so after another two candles, half an hour, there is a small. See this particularly. This small candle signifies the buying, just lesser volume. So that in this correction, of course, we bought it here at a 106. We bought. We gave a buy here 106, 3106. We bought, and you must wait for the day high is. By the time day high is 155, open first candle high was 3155. You can wait for the day high. You can sell if you bought it here 155, 3155, and sell at 3000 again. Sorry, 3105. You can sell it above the 155. It's a more than 50 points. More than 50 points within 1 hour. You made a profit of 50 points. Again, there is a sell. Say it's this kind in the process of short cover. This is only short covering candle. See that volume, huge volume short covering, and moved near to the previous day's day beyond day high along with previous day's VWAP. There you are supposed to you have to take a shot at this moment at 3162. You have to place the order in advance whenever it is crossing the day high near the VWAP. Just simply sell here and hold the position until the new first requirement. It will gives the day low. Day low is here. You might exit because of the volume in this counter, and again reshot near the above 13 near the moving averages, and you can wait for the second confirmation. Second confirmation is here. What is this price? Let us see. Second confirmation is here. You see volume ended 3090. You sold at 3162 at the end of the second confirmation, second fall. You exit. Almost you made a profit of 70 rupees. See, there are clear-cut three calls generated. First, this is a sell call, and buying is here. End of exit here in this candle, in this 1430 candle, second confirmation, and buying is here in this candle after the small volume candle. This is a small volume candle. You made a buy here 3105 to 3110, and simply sell above the day high of 3155 in this candle, and again short at 62. This is a third call, sell call here at 62. Simply say it is simply place the order in advance at the VWAP and wait for the fall day low, and second confirmation here. There are the clear-cut three calls are generated in this area, in this counter. Okay, okay, friends. Any doubts about this, Mr. Sushant?
లేదండి
క్లియర్గా అర్థమవుతుంది కదా. ఫస్ట్ ఇక్కడ అగైన్ ఇక్కడ ఓవర్ బాట్ వచ్చేసింది. ఎప్పుడైతే సెకండ్ కన్ఫర్మేషన్ వచ్చింది వాల్యూమ్లో, ఇక్కడ సెల్ క్లియర్ గా మూవింగ్ ఏరియాస్ దగ్గర, అండ్ ఇక్కడ ఎగ్జిట్ సెకండ్ కన్ఫర్మేషన్ లో, అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ బై ఇస్ హియర్. You made this buy, you know that, and you ended the here. You are supposed to, you must sell here at the moving previous days VWAP. Okay, okay, friends, that's all for the day. Okay, we'll meet you tomorrow, next working day, next session. Bye.
థ్యాంక్ యూ
Okay, bye. Thank you. Bye.